So we're going to be creating an app for a restaurant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating a new app. And typically when you start off, let's say that you log in for the very first time and you validate your credentials over email, you're taken to this page after successful login on telling us about your business. And we've chosen industry verticals here. And so I'm going to choose a restaurant, and I'm going to choose Pizzas Are Us. Okay, and then I do have an option to put in my website URL. But when I start building my app, we are going to pre-activate the features that are applicable to my industry. So what you would typically find to advertise, if you will, an app, homepage, contact, and about. If your restaurant is already participating in through this third party open table, it's available there. We have social media and a lot of the amplifying your visibility through Facebook, Twitter, and RSS, an online store, and then certainly more marketing that can really get the word out through notifications, coupons, and also scratch cards and app-based contests. So we can build our own or accept the template. So just for ease of use, I'm going to go and accept that template. And now I can already start building on my store, or restaurant, I should say. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can see here. I have a theme. I think this is a perfect, actually I might choose this one instead. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so it's that color right there. Next I'll pick a layout, and I think I like the hamburger menu layout, and I'll hit save. Next, I see some navigation that looks pretty good for now. My background, I think I'm going to just choose my background to be white or whatever color I want. So I'll leave it as that. Color, though, I think I might want to change that. So it looks like that the top bar right now is default blue from what I can choose. And I think that this colored background is based on the theme that I actually chose. So what I'll do is I'll change the theme. I think red is good, or actually maybe green. I think I'm going to choose green because since this is a pizza restaurant, I think that would be a good color. And I'll hit save. And then let me see what the flyout menu looks like. Okay, that looks good, but maybe just for kicks, I think I'll turn that red, so that we can have like that theme for, yes, there we go. And I'll hit save. All right. Yeah, just to make sure. Okay, and now font. I think I'll just leave the font as is. Icons for Pizzas Are Us. So let me see if I actually have pizza here. I do have that. Okay, and I think I do have an example here. Wonderful. All right, so now I can go and put in that optimized. I knew I had a 1024 by 1024 image, so that's why it looks pretty crisp and clear right there. And it's now asking me for a menu icon that's in that pixel dimension, and I think I do have that as well, pre-done. Wonderful. And once I do that, let's see if I can actually see it. And then there it is, Pizzas R Us right there. Oh, and actually, I'm just reminded I do have more of this image in gray. So let me go back. So I'll hit save. I'm going to actually go back and then change that color to a little bit more grayish, maybe a little darker, so that we can see the difference between the two. And I'll hit save. All right. So now that's what it looks like. And then now that's my logo right there. In my splash screen image where folks are looking at an image while my app is launching, I had put together one right here. All right, and I'll hit save. And now the last part of my appearance is that I'm looking for currency. And I could see here that I can choose among different currencies. but I'm going to choose United States, where I can see that my payment gateways are that are available to me are Stripe, Square, and PayPal. So I'll hit save right there. Okay, so it looks like now I'm done with the appearance, and that only took me a couple of minutes to do. Next, I'm going into features where they were already pre-activated. And so I think I can just, for quick ease of use here, I'll click on an image that I have for pizza, and then I'll hit save. I know I can always put in some content in the editor over here, but that looks really, really amazing as far as the homepage is concerned. And then, like I said, I can always put in some content here. In fact, I'll just to see how my content might look if I added in more. I can see the emulator has already responded very nicely. And I can, let me just grab another line here just to see one last time. So I can see the scroll, perfect. And then let's see if I can increase the size of this to really welcome people. Let me bold it too. Wonderful. And maybe I'll just do welcome to Pizzas Are Us. And that's a little big, so I'm just going to just reduce it down just a little bit. Perfect. And then I'll hit save. All right. Okay, so the next is a contact. So it looks like I'm going to add a location. So I'm going to do Pizzas Are Us. 1, 2, 3. Mozzarella Lane. I'm going to pick the United States. I'm going to pick a city. State is California. 9, 5, 6, 1. Okay. And then all right, got it. And now I do have my information here, and it now has put an appropriate push pin where it needs to be here in California. Now let's go, and I think I want this to be a little bit larger. So I'm going to use the painter's palette just to increase the size of that title to, I think, about 12. That looks about right. Yep. And then I think I want to even increase that size of the text over there. So let's do 12 and maybe 14 for this one. And hit save. Nice. Okay, so now it's big. And then now it has good driving directions, including my phone number. So I will hit save there. And now an About Us page, quite similar to the home page. So what I'll do is that I'll just add in another image. This deep dish pizza looks fantastic. And I'll hit save there. And then I know I can always go back and add more information here. I can see that in this example about I see a bulleted list, so I know I can always do that, including a numbered list, as well as if I right click, I can also see here that I can even create a table if I wanted to. Okay, so now open table. I could see that if I participate in open table, I just simply put in a URL, hit save, and then it's good. In Facebook, just as an example, I'm just going to put in facebook.com/pizzasrus, if that was my URL, and then I'll just hit save. Great. I do have also Twitter, so I'm just going to change this URL to Twitter. And now I have my Twitter set up appropriately. I see that RSS feed was pre-selected for me, but I don't really have an RSS feed. So I'm just going to simply hit delete. And that says it's about to remove the feature, so I'll remove the feature. Oh, and I can see that it moved to a deactivated state right there. And now it looks like that I'm at the step where I'm going to actually create some items in my store. So I'm going to go and create a new category, and I'm going to create pizzas. And then let's go and add an image that might be appropriate for that. So maybe I'm just going to choose that same one right here. Okay. And when I hit create, looks like now I have a category for pizzas. But now it looks like that I want to do another category, and I'm going to do desserts. Because I know that my shop does have desserts here. So let me see what is a good dessert to put in here as an image. Maybe this cheesecake right here. And let me hit create. And now I have both pizzas and desserts as two main categories. So now I know that if I want to go and create a subcategory under pizzas, I can do so. Or I can just outright create a new product item. So under pizzas as my main category, I could choose a subcategory. So say, for example, I had different classifications of pizza, like a thin crust or a deep dish pizza. And maybe I'll do that for the pizza section here. So I'll create a subcategory, and I'll use the thin crust as a subcategory. And I will choose a pizza that looks thin. Okay, so I'm going to choose that and then hit create. Okay, and just to make sure that actually happened, when I click on in the emulator here, if I click on pizzas, I can see now I see a thin crust section over there. So I'm still in the main category of pizzas, and then I want to add one more subcategory called deep dish. So I'll click on subcategory and I'll create deep dish pizza. I'll hit that, and then now here is a perfect picture of a deep dish pizza. And hit create, and there you go. Now I have a thin crust and a deep dish subcategories under my category of pizzas. And so now if I create something within thin crust, now I've clicked on the thin crust subcategory, and now I can actually create the product. And so the product name is a thin crust margarita pizza. I think I'm spelling that wrong, but I know that there is a margarita pizza. And then let's see if I have it. Here we go. Nice. All right. And then my product price is going to be $12.99. I'm going to pick one of those, and then this is a fabulous pizza. And then if I had any details if needed, I could also add a drop-down menu if I wanted to. It looks like that when I do that, I can create the toppings. So choose your toppings. And then I might add a couple of toppings here. So pepperoni, mushroom, or sausage. And this is one item for just a topping. I'm using a drop down here just so they can choose among one of these three items right here. And then if I hit create, that should create the drop down menu for that product. Okay. All right. So just to test, I could see now thin crust margarita at $12.99, and if I click on that, I could see there it goes, thin crust margarita pizza. And if I click, nice image. Here's my drop down, choose your toppings, mushrooms or sausage, and then I can choose the quantity. I could also see that I can like it with this heart and also add a review. So if I did that, I know that, all right, I can like it, and then it shows up as a filled in heart. And then if I did add a review, I can't wait to bring this pizza home to the family. And if I hit submit, there it goes. My review is added to this product right here. Okay, so we did a thin crust there, and then we did a product. I could also add one more for the deep dish, just to make sure. The Chicago deep dish. I'll add in, I think, the same image, unless I have another deep dish. I do have one. There it goes. This one is going to cost $24, and I'll have one of those. This is going to be delicious. All right, and this one I'm not going to do a drop down. I'm just going to have folks order it straight. So when I create that, wonderful. And if I actually went back and went to my emulator, if I click on deep dish, I can see that I now see the Chicago deep dish at $24, and beautiful picture right there. Again, I can just order however many I want and add that to cart. Okay, so let's say I wanted to add that to the cart. That I think that's what it looks like now. Processing time, and I can also avail. It looks like I can avail of a discount if I had a discount code, and just like what it says as advertised, it will cost $24, any applicable tax, and then I think I can proceed to checkout. So look at what this icon looks like up here. It does show me that I do have one item in my cart, which is this deep dish, but I'll remove it for now, and there it is, so I can continue shopping. And it looks like I just want to add in one more thing for desserts here, just for completeness. So I'll go back, and then now I'll click on the desserts submenu, and then I will just create a straight product in here instead of a submenu. So I'll create a product, and I'm going to go and say molten lava chocolate cake. And I know I have a picture of that right there, oozing chocolate right there, and then I'm going to choose a product price of $7.99, choose a quantity, and then I'm going to say, you don't want to miss this dessert. All right, and then I won't put any options, so I'll hit just create. All right. And if I did ever want to edit one of my images or products, I just simply hit the pencil icon here, and then you can see exactly what I just edited. And one other thing too, there's this section here called optional fields. What if I clicked on it, it shows that, oh, okay, so for this particular item, there may be different processing time, if there's any applicable shipping rate, and then also dimensions of the product that I have. But this doesn't really apply to me because this is food and not an actual product or good, so I don't really have to worry about that. So I'll hit cancel since I don't really have an update there. And now if I check under desserts in the emulator, I now have the molten lava chocolate cake, and then I can order that accordingly. So if I did add this to cart, looks great. And then now if I hit proceed to checkout, okay, so now as a small business owner, this is an important piece of information here because it says clearly, please configure the payment method. So I haven't done that yet. So let's see what other tabs I have here to set up in the store. So in the store here, looks like that I do have some services available to me. I do offer carryout in my restaurant, and then I can put in minimum estimated time for pickup. So I'm going to say about 45 minutes. It does say in minutes. I do offer delivery, and then the delivery time is going to take me 60 minutes. And then my rate for delivery is $5. And then minimum order amount for free delivery, I'm going to say that is $25. And I don't have shipping, so I'm not going to choose that. And then I do want to get some push notifications if somebody does have an order. So what I'll do is that I see that my phone number is pre-filled with my email, and I do want to get some text messages. And then what is this here? All right, enable cash or collect on delivery. So what this means is that if I do have enable checked off there, I will have now the option to choose whether or not at the time of checkout, whether or not I want to pay by credit card, or that if my subscribers want to pay when their item or good is delivered or picked up. So I think I want to enable that, and then I'll hit save. All right. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like that I have that already set up now. And now I'm going to go into payment, which my shopping cart did say. And then here, what I simply do is that it looks like that I can choose among any one of these. Oops. I can choose among any one of these payment gateways. I am most familiar with PayPal, so I think I'm going to choose PayPal. And it's asking me if I had already something set up that I enter in my client ID. If I hadn't already set up PayPal, it looks like that I might be looking for how I can get this client ID and simply putting it in. I do remember, though, that I think my friends did say that Stripe is something that I might want to avail of. So maybe while I don't have my PayPal set up, maybe I can go and set up Stripe accordingly. And it looks like now it's taking me to a website to go and start getting my Stripe set up. So it looks like that the platform for building my app and AppInteract looks like that it's helping me get through signing up this flow very, very easily through Stripe. Wonderful. So I'm just going to go back since I was there still building my app. Now I think I'm done with the store. If I want to go and now associate, because I'm looking at the store, I notice that when I'm going through and I want to order a pizza and then indeed add it to the cart, I could see here in the emulator that I do have a dessert there and then also the deep dish pizza, but it looks like that there is a discount code. And I, as a small business, want to know how I can actually have my subscribers or customers do that. And it says apply coupons. So it looks like that I haven't actually done the coupons yet. So let me go and click on the coupons feature and add a coupon. So what I'll do here is that I'll click on upload, and then maybe I'll do one for the deep dish pizza, since that's the one that we're talking about here. And then I'll put in deal details. 25% off your next deep dish pizza. All right, and then my redemption code is going to be pizza 25 off. Okay, and I know I can configure this redemption code to be whatever I want. It could be alphanumeric, just so that I know it's unique to me. So pizza 25 off, and then enjoy our deep dish pizza now for a lower price. Get it while it lasts. Okay, so now it looks like that if I scroll down, I can choose a coupon type. So I can choose either percentage off or amount off, and I think I did choose 25%, so I'm going to put in 25. And then now I have a validity date of my campaign, so I'll choose the 18th, and then I'll choose the time, which is about right now. And it's pretty clever. It knows that my next available time is based on my time on my computer. So it knows that it's 10:30 in the morning right here, and it's choosing an availability of 11, so that's great. Valid through, I'm going to choose until the end of the year, which is December 31st, and then I'll just choose another random time, which is maybe something like 20 hours right there, military time. And then now it looks like that I have this thing here that says link coupon to the store, and it says, under help, use this feature to attach this coupon for all products that exist in your store. Wonderful. So if I click on that, and I do want to link it to the store, and hit send now, all right, 25% off your next deep dish pizza. And it looks like, there's an icon here that does say it's linked to the store. And I can see that the date of expiry, and then I can actually look at that and check out what the coupon actually looks like. And it has all the information that I wanted, including the pizza 25 off redemption, and then expires on the 1st of January of 2018. All right, so now that that's there, if I go back, it looks like that under my coupons here, here's a notification bell. And if I click on that, under my notifications feature, it looks like that now the coupon exists. And if I actually click on that, just like I expect, the coupon is available and viewable to me. But it was really nice that I was able to see that notification show up there. And it looks like that I can also sort based on, by clicking on these, by coupon, by scratch card, by event, and by push notification. So now if I actually go back and let's see, my offer was pizza 25 off, the coupon code. So if I go back into the store, let's go and see what happens if I actually navigate to the store here. And I do pizzas, and I want to go and avail of that deep dish. And let's just go and just simply, again, add this to the cart. I'll add 2. Oh, okay, I see. I think I already have something in the cart here. There it goes. All right, so now I have a deep dish pizza at 1, and then it says I want it for delivery. Free delivery for orders over $25, and no minimum on pickup orders. And then now I want to try to avail of the discount here. So let's go and put in pizza 25 off. I think that was it. I can't remember, there was an S there, but let's try to apply it. And there it goes, pizza 25 off. Your coupon applied successfully, and you will save 25%. And so now my cart shows appropriately. I picked an item for $24. I have a discounted amount of $6, so that's 25% of that. No tax, and then the delivery charge of $5, so a final total order of $23. And then I know that I can proceed to checkout, and all good to go. All right, so the last thing I think I want to see here is that how can I do a push notification to complete my journey in setting up my restaurant? And I want to send something about my grand opening of my restaurant here. So what I'll do is I'll say grand opening event. Please come to my new restaurant. If you, for a limited time only, the first 100 people to come will receive a free wine glass. All right, so that's great. A good incentive for a grand opening event. And then I can choose to put a picture if I want or not. Maybe I'll put in a picture. Let's just go and put in, I don't know, I'll just put in a random picture here. This flatbread. Okay, great. And I can, it looks like I can send now or send later. If I choose send later, I can choose the date and also the time, it looks like. But I think I'm going to send it now for immediacy. And if I go and hit send, there it goes. And now I have a grand opening event. Please come to my new restaurant. And again, that is my push notification to all my subscribers, sent immediately. And I think, as I mentioned earlier, when I click on any one of these, I can sort. So if I clicked on all of these, I think I can turn them all off. But if I chose coupons, I can see that there's my coupon there. And if I chose push notifications by itself, there it is. And if I chose both, all right. Now I'm able to go and see that for notifications and coupons, that's what shows up there. And then if I actually want to do a scratch card for completeness, I will choose this contest here, and then I will say click to win. And then click to win our app-based contest. Good luck. All right. And I could generate a code here. All right. And then it looks like here that I already have some pre-selected lucky and unlucky things, including I can even add another prize if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to just leave it as default. And it looks like I also have some pre-filled in content, so I think I'm just going to leave that there. And I think that I'm feeling generous. I think I want to give 50% of my users, I want to have 50% of my subscribers to actually win. And I can see automatically that as I scroll, the bottom unlucky is automatically behaving accordingly. So as I said, I want to do a 50-50 split. So that's great. So 50% of my subscribers will win and half of them will not. I will do a validity from today, and then I will choose until the end of the year as well. And then I will hit send. All right. And so it looks like that now I have my format here. I can, it looks like I can edit. I can even clone if I liked what I saw here. And then just to see what happens in the scratch cards here. Okay, so click to win our app-based contest. Good luck. I can enter in a code, but I also know that I can review this, so I can, let's see what it looks like when it's lucky. All right, congrats, you won. And if I hit redeem, once you redeem the scratch card, you won't be able to use it again, so hit OK. Great, and then now it says that the prize is redeemed. Fantastic. And it even shows the date and the time of when it was redeemed. Okay. All right, and now let's see what it looks like if I'm unlucky. Oh, sorry, try again next time. All right, so I think that's exactly behaving how I wanted. So if I go back into the notifications section there, I can see that now I have these items here listed, and now I can even sort by scratch card, and it shows click to win, and then now I can even click on it now to actually look at what the scratch card looks like. So again, it looks like that I can add more features that are dormant here: gallery, events, appointments, and even a form if I wanted to. If I did a form, it looks like that if I actually click there, I can add in form name, description, different types of form fields, even including a drop-down menu. And that would be great if I actually wanted a survey. So maybe let's do one quick one. So let's do a survey form. Tell us what you think. Okay. And then we need your feedback on our next pizza to offer our customers. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those as active here: name, address, email, and phone. And then all I want to do is ask one more. So I want to make sure that the field is active and it is required. And then I will choose a drop-down menu. I will say choose your favorite pizza. Okay, and then I'm going to choose one that says barbecue flavored pizza, and we'll do another option. I don't know, seafood lovers delight, and then last one is vegetarian pizza. Great. And now I will leave that as is. And then now submission text, submit your choice. And thank you for taking our survey. Survey. We appreciate it. And this says here, as a small business, alert me when I receive a new submission. So I would love that. And I'll hit save. All right, and there is my survey. Tell us what you think. So let me put in a name. So I'm going to put in David Smith. Email address is a@b.com. I'll put in a phone number. All right. And then now it's choose my favorite pizza. And I think I'm going to choose the Seafood Lover's Delight. And then I'm going to hit submit. And once I hit submit, thank you for taking our survey. We appreciate it. All right. And now, I know that while looking through this app platform, I know that I can also look at form submissions here. And if I look at the survey, I'm actually logged in as a distributor, but now if I choose the Pizzas R Us, there it is that I can see in my form submission. Tell us what you think. Dated today, David Smith, and then there's the Seafood Lover's Delight right there. All right. So with that, I think the demo is done. Although one thing I will do is that under pay, if I did have a coupon code and I wanted to either as a partner or as a customer, if I did have a coupon code, if I was a subscriber or customer, I can actually enter this in, and I might get some a trial period or free time period to actually evaluate until I have to pay. As a partner, if I had a redemption code here, I can also have a fixed amount. And if you were a recognized partner and you hit redeem, this payment option would go away, since we had already pre-negotiated with our partners what costs they would have. And so while they're building, say, for example, this app on the behalf of their customer and enter in a license code that we have given to them, our partners, that is, once they do that and the code is tethered specifically in our backend to the specific partner, this payment information will go away. And then afterwards, once they hit publish, it looks like I have to make a payment. But if I go back into an existing customer here, for completeness of seeing the whole app, I'll go into an existing customer here. It's an Indian restaurant called Chat and Roll. And if I hit publish, I could see that I'll be able to look at and enter in some app information and check the availability against all 3 app stores, put in some copyright and app description information. And when I hit next, I can put in some owner information and also the phone number. After I do that, I have authorization of use, and which simply says that all the intellectual property belongs to the small business, but you allow us to be able to, on your behalf, publish to all 3 app stores, which is the Google Play, Apple iTunes, and also Windows Store. And if I hit next, I see that I'm here on final submission. I just simply hit agree, and then I can publish accordingly. And that's it.